In this video, we are going to look at what a typical view of the home screen that an administrator can see when they log in. As an administrator, there are no restrictions on this account, and you can see everything, including the company records and personal details. What you see here is the admin's dashboard or home screen. To the left of your screen, we have the main menu. What you see here will depend on what was enabled for you at the time when your system was implemented. In the administration menu, you have two options. There is the company and the HR. As a system administrator, you have access to both company and HR menus. However, as an HR user, you have only access to the HR menu. You'll also have access to these functions on the top right corner of your screen. First, you have access to a search function, which allows you to quickly find an employee from wherever you are in the system. Clicking on Privacy Mode, this icon allows you to hide the right-hand side of your screen, which contains any announcements and workflows. This ticket icon allows your company users to send queries to HR from within the HRWize system. This is the only icon you can see here that is available to both users and HR administrators. And lastly, this right here can see your account details, including your last login date and time. Here, you can change your localization details, including time zone, language, and count your public holidays. You can also change your password by clicking on Change Password. If you don't want to choose your own password, click on the circular icon on the right of the new password field to randomly generate a 16-character password. If we select Dashboard Metrics, here you can choose which metrics you want to see by turning them on and off. This dashboard gives you an overview of what's going on in the company. In this example, the tiles are color added to quickly identify the different categories of information. The tiles provides information of these categories. You can add or change colors by going to Administration, Company, Settings, and Display Settings. Under the Dashboard module, you can change the colors based on performance, recruitment, time of color, and etc. You can also move these metrics to a different order by grabbing on the top left or right corner of the tile. This is your total active employees headcount registered in the system. Here, you can see a summary of your total salary of all your employees and your default currency. And lastly, you can see a summary of absentee information for any type of time off, for instance. Clicking on this action tile, you can see a list of all the auditing actions recorded in the system, including date and time, username, the IP address of the computer that the action was carried out from, and finally, the description of the action including a log of every login, file login, and logout. This audit log can be very long over time as using the system, so we recommend making use of the download buttons to save the logs as CSV, Excel, or PDF file, and then using the purge button to clean out the logs. Please note that purging is permanent. To the right of your screen, we can see announcements. This can be used as a bulleted board for information that you might want to send out to your company system users. We will cover how to make an announcement in a separate video. Under the announcements, we have the workflows that are currently active. Although you can see all the workflows, this doesn't mean that as an admin, you are responsible for taking any action. This will typically be assigned to a manager of the employee for them to take action. Scrolling down, here is a calendar view, giving an overview of the company's events, public holidays, trainings, birthdays, and etc. You can change the color of these entries by simply going to Admin, Company, Options, and Calendar Options. Click on any entries to see any underlying information. If you see a color that is not solid, you can click on it for instance, and you will see the details and have the option to approve or decline the time off request. Although this is typically the responsibility of the employee's manager. Scrolling down, this is where you will see the social stream feature. Please note you may have decided not to have this feature enabled. This feature will be covered in more details in a separate video course.